welcome. I'm Arthie Moore, your compassionate leader of influence. You are listening to season 4, episode 11, and my topic today is the servant entrepreneur. Now, before I do that, and before I delve into this beautiful subject of mine, I just want to welcome you to take a look at our website. Go and visit our www.ibgr.network and download the show notes that I wrote up for today's show. So if you hear some juicy tidbits, and there's something that actually resonates with you. The exciting part is that we all, as on air talent, have written up show notes, and our beautiful Donna Kunda has actually put it up onto the website. So you can download our show notes there. In fact, more than that, we have got access to all of these. In fact, you've got access to all of our radio shows that are also uploaded as podcasts. So you never have to lose out on anything that you hear that was awesome. But if you cannot remember it, go there to our website and you can have access to this for the lifetime. So now available on our IBGR community as well, our mentoring groups. So I need to tell you that when you join our IBGR.community, you're automatically added to our community of commerce. Now, the community of commerce is a great place to network and connect with our entire community. In fact, you can also join your favorite on-air talents mentoring group. So by joining mentoring groups, it gives you access to useful tools and mentoring conversations around your specific business challenges. So join one or more mentoring groups today and start engaging with like-minded business growers and entrepreneurs. So when you think about it, I mean, the whole point of having a system like this in place is to help you to grow. And I think that, when you're interacting with entrepreneurs around the world, their experiences are so unique and so different. I mean, it makes sense to connect with people who have similar challenges to you. But more than that, they've got a wealth of knowledge and experience that they can share with you. I think that mentoring groups are brilliant because that is where people can openly share their skills and their tools and some of their insider secrets. Now, it's not a secret because it's on our IBGR.network mentoring groups. In fact, all of our on air talent are superb people coming to you and sharing with you all of their knowledge and wisdom and expertise. Now, the stunning part about our on air talent. Now, here's some juicy stuff is that every single one of them are business owners and entrepreneurs just like you. Now, what does that mean to you? It means that we're being given the opportunity to share on radio some of our experiences. Now we're sharing the good, the bad, the ugly, the brilliant, the exquisite. So what we're saying is don't feel like you are alone because the IBGR network has created a family where people can come and share without judgment. And you know what I love about family? Is you can't get rid of us. And so with that in mind, I think that when we talk about things like serving people, I mean, how beautiful is that to be of service to people around us? That is what our IBGR.network does. This is what our radio station is geared towards. How can we be of service to you? It's as simple as that. There's no need to think otherwise. There's no need to ask what's in it for us. You need to ask what's in it for you. This platform was created specifically with that in mind. I mean, when I look at some of the key aspects, from an owner's perspective, based on questions that I've had come at me about the servant entrepreneur. Now, this is the thing. Not many articles exist about the servant entrepreneur. Not many articles exist about how you can be of service within the entrepreneurship space. There's a lot if you actually had to Google and look for servant leader. See, everybody's always talking about a leader by title. But when you're an entrepreneur and a business owner, you're already leading. So you don't actually see yourself in that light. And I wonder how many people have taken the time to realize that as a business owner, entrepreneur, you hold the lives of millions of people in your hand, indirectly and directly. You see, because whatever you create, whatever your idea, whatever your innovative idea or service or product is that you've designed is meant to impact people. Now, this could grow in so many different ways. How many people add value to you? It's their lives, their families. Think about the legacies you are leaving behind because of who you are. And so when I have a lot of the owners ask questions like this, it intrigues me because it brings to mind a question: where is their mindset and how have they been programmed? If these are some of the perspectives that they have, and I'll just highlight three that I was asked. Somebody said to me, I do not see how serving others can make me money. Now you can understand why I was questioning what the mentality is of the person that asked me that. Another one, does this mean that I am a slave to my employees' needs by being a servant entrepreneur? Okay, now I really questioned that one. And then third one, can you prove that having a servant mentality is not demeaning? Okay, I nearly burst into tears for that one because honestly, people, really, how can we ask the question of would serving others make me money or not? And am I a slave to an employee's needs? And is having a servant mentality not demeaning? I think then, people, we have missed the point of what serving or being of service is. You see, one of the things that comes to mind is when we use the word servant, people immediately think that somebody's got to be the boss and you've got to be the lowest level of picking up after somebody. Now, here is what we need to actually even change our mindsets based on that. How grateful are we for the people in our lives who are either domestic workers, people who clean up our gardens, people who pick up our dirt bins, people who clean the streets, people who serve us as waiters and waitresses, people who are tea ladies or people who serve us our tea, our coffees. How many people are catering for us? So do we see them as servants? Are they beneath us? Because if we have that as a way of thinking, we have diminished our ability to acknowledge the brilliance and the beauty of the human being who is being of service to us. The person that is supporting us when we need them the most, that allows us to have special time, to have more time, to use our time more meaningfully, because we are giving them the opportunity to support us in the way we need to be supported. So here's my answer to this. When I'm asked these questions, does it mean that I'm a slave to my employees' needs? And having a servant mentality, is that not demeaning? And I do not see how serving others can make me money. Firstly, ego has no place in this conversation. That is harsh but true. Your ego has got no place in a conversation like this. You see, because when you serve other people, what you've done is you've put their needs above yours. That doesn't mean that you've demeaned who you are. It means that you've stepped up for somebody else. You see, when you have a servant entrepreneur mentality, you somehow challenge the way you do business. You challenge yourself. You seek to improve the quality of your offerings, the brilliance of your products, the sustainability of your services, and retention of your customers. What more do you need? How much more do you need to be encouraged to understand that the servant entrepreneur mentality is the thing that'll help you to grow your business powerfully? You see, everything and everyone become more important than your needs. You are unlimited in possibility, potential, creativity, even increasing the loyalty of the people who willingly sacrifice their time to support you as you seek success in your ventures. It's as simple as that. Ego has no place in this conversation. And when you look at it from that point of view, I would encourage you to use the ICE method. The ICE method is something that Jan Roberts and I actually came up together with. Now he is my awesome business partner and partner. And when we have the most intriguing conversations, we're actually able to sit down and look at things from a different perspective. We're able to engage meaningfully because there's no right and wrong, there's only growth. And when you come from that point of view, you realize that the ICE methodology in business is the most powerful way to serve. See, the I stands for intentional, the C for compassionate, and the E for evolutionary leadership. So the ICE method of leadership is powerful. It's intentional, compassionate, evolutionary. And when you look at a servant leader and what makes them so unique, you can use those same qualities as an entrepreneur. Lead by example. A servant leader should always be someone who leads their team by example. Same way as an entrepreneur, you lead by example. Show people why their job is important. Encourage collaboration and employee engagement. Help your team grow and develop. Care for your team members personally and ask for feedback. Never be afraid to ask for feedback. Was I on track? Is there anything that I can change and adjust? What do you think about this? How do you feel about this decision? Be inclusive, be intentional. Let compassion stream through your words, your actions, and your deeds constantly and evolve and become the person that everybody wants to follow. And with that in mind, I would like to take a 2 to 3 minute break. But when we get back, I'm going to delve into more juicy tidbits that'll help you, guide you, and support you in your quest to become the most epic, the most awesome servant entrepreneur. See you guys back in a few minutes.